Things were looking up for cattle rancher Neil Yelderman until Trump announced his plan to import more Argentine beef.
Us poor cattle ranchers out here struggled many years, and finally having a really good year. And so the news from Argentina, no, it's not the greatest news in the world.
The 59-year-old in Southeast Texas says ranchers like himself are finally seeing profits after years of drought, which meant expensive feed and limited grazing areas. But at grocery stores, Americans are facing record-high beef prices, and Trump is planning to quadruple low-tariff imports of beef from Argentina in an effort to lower those prices.
Me, myself, pretty fortunate. We own our own land. We don't have our cattle mortgaged at the bank, but a lot of my neighbors do. They're on lease land, and they have big mortgages, on their cattle, and that they will not survive.
Argentine beef represented only 2% of total imports in 2024, according to government data. And Texas A&M University livestock economist David Anderson says importing more beef from the country likely won't save American consumers money.
The majority of the beef we import are lean beef trimmings to go into ground beef and hamburger. Whether it's ground beef at your grocery store or at restaurants, it's hard to see a little bit more from Argentina really doing much for a hamburger at your favorite hamburger joint.
Tight cattle supplies and strong consumer demand have influenced the spike in U.S. beef prices. Anderson says the current U.S. cattle inventory is its lowest since 1951. And Yelderman warns that more years of financial strain for American ranchers could mean even fewer cattle.
It turns into what do I do? I've got bills to pay, and where I thought I could sell just my calves to pay the bills, now I have to sell, start getting into my herd, start selling some of my mama cows and bulls to make my note at the bank.